I'm on a boat. This is Lake Union, and what boat are we on?
This is my way.
This is my way, and we are going on a 3-day boaty boat voyage through the Locks and Ballard, over through the Puget Sound, mooring for a couple days for our 3-day weekend here over Labor Day. But do I own a boat? No. Am I a sailor? No. But what's really, really great is having a friend with a boat. And we have two great friends and recipe testers here. We have S'mores, our food group, and Guanaco Jockey. You may have seen them from famous outdoor eats videos from top of mountains in Montana and Wyoming, but they are very, very nice to want to spend 3 days with me. So they invited me on a boat. So, and you might be thinking that this isn't necessarily outdoor eatsy, but the thing is like we are outside, we are on the water. And the thing about a sailing trip is it's a lot like a road trip. And the galley that we have down here only has so much space, only has so much room for different ingredients. So we still need some fast and easy tasting meals. But I've got a meal plan for just a few of the recipes. So here's what I've got at least already prepped. And then the rest of the way we will provision and plan along the way. So a little bit more about our route over the next 3 days. So my way is moored in South Lake Union, which is just next to downtown Seattle. But we are going to go under the Fremont Bridge, under the Ballard Bridge, and through the Ballard Locks. Then we'll be out in the Puget Sound. We're mooring on night 1 in Kingston. Then we are going to sail/motor on over to Port Townsend, chill there for a day or two, and then on Monday come on back from Port Townsend through all that again and back to South Lake. Should be a really great time. We aren't charging too long in days, so we should have a really nice time to enjoy the water, enjoy the scenery. The weather should be fantastic this weekend. So that is our route for our boaty boat trip, Labor Day edition. Had a couple deadliest catch boats over there if you're a fan. Well, welcome to the tour of the Galley down here. I'm not Chef Corso down here, I'm Cookie. So we are starting to cook dinner as we are motoring into Kingston, and this is what we've got. First tip when you are cooking in a boat, make sure you have a nice wide stance, because you never know when a wake is going to come and you're going to fall over. So we do have 1 burner butane, and we have a 1 pot and a couple saute pans kind of like this. We've got a little space to work with. We've got a nice pantry ingredients going on. We've got a couple cutting boards. We have a kettle. And do have a bit of a refrigeration going on down here. Dishes tucked away in there. Utensils, knives. Getting a pot of rice going for dinner here. These silicone mats are super nice to help with sliding, because you know sometimes you're going at an angle. We also have the stairs, our trash, and the trash, our stairs. So this is what we've got to work with over the next couple days. Overall, I'm pretty excited. And we have a burner, we have pots, we have a cutting board, we have a knife, and we have tasty ingredients. So I think we're gonna be all right. Let's see what's going on up top. Finest. This is 93-116. I'm holding close steady here. So dinner tonight is lettuce wrap. So I've actually got some Napa cabbage here, and I'm going to fill it up with our seasoned pork mixture. I've got some nice ginger, some nice garlic powder, some soy sauce, kind of the quick and dirty version because, you know, we're on a boat. And I'm going to garnish it with a little bit of carrot and green onions for a little bit of crunch. And then we also have our kind of peanut snack mixture. Wow, that looks pretty darn good. That looks like something that we could probably want to eat. Okay, so that's our lettuce wraps here. And then what I also did is I made a pot of rice. Yep, right here in my crotch. There we go, and I put a couple little ginger nuggets in there. So you can use fresh ginger or powdered ginger, and made a quick little cucumber salad here with a little bit of seasoning, a little bit of rice vinegar, and I'm just gonna go ahead and add some nice rice to that. So we've got nice hearty starch for our first night on the boat here. Wow. But again, we are dealing with small quarters, minimal ingredients, minimal space. But this is dinner night 1. Not too bad. Boca boca. Sarah, you want to try it?
Absolutely. Thanks, Chef Corso.
Mmm.
It's delicious.
Morning. Nice sleep on the boat today. We got a little bit of a moody morning here. So we're just, you know, having a nice coffee, chilling before we head up to Port Townsend this morning for day 2. Also have the ferry unloading over here. But nice little protected cove. So far doing good. All right, it is time for brunch, lunch situation on the boat, day 2. So they're doing a great job, you know, keeping us in the general direction, but Cookie's got to cook. So we're making chili quiles, which is a super great brunch option. It's basically salsa and old chips. So what I have here in our pot is a few baby tomatoes, a can of El Pato, the duck. Oh man, if you don't know the duck, it's gonna change your life. A little bit of extra salsa, but you want this nice and wet. Also have some scrambled eggs on the side that I already cooked up, but I'm just gonna add this to this, get it all nice and saucy, hit it with some avocado and some cheese and our eggs, and we have got brunch. Could also add some black beans if you like to make it a little bit more hearty, but this is gonna fuel us up and fill us up as we keep on sailing today. All right, this is what it looks like when it's all done. Man, a big pot of chili quiles, little avocado on top, cheese, and then what we're gonna do, nice fresh squeezes of lime on top. Ah, yes. All right, it's time for brunch. Well, it's the afternoon of day 2, and we are coming into Port Townsend, where we're going to dock for the next couple of days. But the misty, moody morning blew off. Beautiful day here today. Nice breeze, able to get us up to about 3 to 5 knots through the afternoon. Our very capable captains keeping us going in the right direction. But man, beautiful day on the water today. Morning. It is day 3. Confirming day 3, team?
Day 3.
It is day 3, and we are in Port Townsend, but it's time for breakfast. So we've got one of my favorite road trip one-pot meals here for breakfast or brunch, and it's eggs in a kale nest. So let's take a look at what we've got already going here in the pot. So I've got one big bunch of kale here and a few baby tomatoes, and those have burst in there with a little bit of water and some seasoning. So this is our nest. So then I'm going to make some reservoirs here for our eggs. I'm going to go ahead and turn the heat off here for a sec while I get my eggs going. You can just stay there. And then I'm gonna turn the heat back on and put the lid back on because I want that to kind of steam poach our eggs. And then once it gets closer to being done, I'm gonna throw a little bit of goat cheese in here. You don't have to throw goat cheese, maybe you can throw a little Parmesan on top, maybe a little Manchego if you have that, but cheese is optional, but I really like having that in there and a little bit melty. And what I've also got on the side here is some toasted focaccia. And if you've been watching any of these videos before, you know that I love toasted. Toast is not bread, bread is not toast, but please toast it. Look at how good that looks. And that's gonna be really good dunking in our eggs. So while we are waiting for our eggs to cook up, you know, what's our plan today in Port Townsend? Like, we don't really have one, which is pretty awesome. So we are docked here in Port Townsend. You know, the goal tomorrow on Monday is to get back to Seattle. So we've got a big day of sailing and motoring, but today we don't really know what we're gonna do, which is part of any great road trip, is not having a plan for everything. So we're gonna walk around town, maybe find something to do, maybe find something to drink, but that's part of the fun of not having a full plan all the time. All right, this is what it looks like when it's all done here. So I added our goat cheese, so it's melty a little bit. Ooh, we got some nice, soft, medium eggs here. But man, this is our brunch today on a beautiful Sunday with some toast before we figure out what we want to do today. Well, we scored for an afternoon activity. Yeah, I'm sitting in some apple orchards, but we found Finn River Cidery, which I have driven by multiple times. But first time ever stopping here, but man, it is super awesome. They've got cider tastings, awesome heritage apples. You can walk around the orchard, get some snacks, but you know, if you're in this general area, it's off the main 101, but it is completely worth your time to be able to stop by, have some incredible combinations of apples, pears, and local ingredients, but local food finds. Finn River Cidery. Awesome. Well, good morning. It is the last day, so day 4. So we are already on the water. We have left the port of Port Townsend right around 8 o'clock. And, you know, the plan for today is to get back home to Seattle. So we've got about 35 miles going south through the Puget Sound and pretty much back the way we came. But so far, as you can see, it's a beautiful morning. It was a little bit breezy and definitely not great sailing weather yesterday afternoon. So we feel pretty good that we weren't on the water then, but we've got some more great time on the water. All right, we've got lunchtime here, and we're, you know, having a really rough day, just going from Port Townsend to Seattle, motoring most of the way, but it's a gorgeous day, and all we have to do is get home. But we do need to eat lunch, so I put together nice no-cook lunch situation. So we've got some veggies, some leftover cabbage that we used for those lettuce wraps a few days ago. Also some salami and goat cheese with a couple quick little garnishes on this. But then also we've got some chicken salad that I made at the house before we went. But this is also a really great trail meal where you can use some packaged chicken, mayo packets, mustard packets, a little bit of curry seasoning, dried fruits, nuts to make up a really nice trail lunch, and then just dunk some crackers in there or throw it in a tortilla. But we've got a pretty great spread here for our boaty boat lunch here today, and we're just gonna snack it and enjoy the beautiful weather that we've got. is coming to an end. We scooted past Shilshole Marina, back through the Ballard Locks, under the Ballard Bridge and the Fremont Bridge, and coming back into Lake Union. But really, really great time on the boat. I learned some things here. I'm not going to go out and buy a boat, but I totally get why you guys really like going out on boats. Because man, you're out there, it's super easy in the breezy, and you're having just a grand old time. And yeah, I totally get it. But cooking on a boat is really similar to cooking in a van, cooking on a road trip, cooking in an RV, or even cooking in a tiny house. You got to be really mindful of your space, of your ingredients, and throwing your stuff away, organizing, and all that kind of stuff. But our meal plan turned out really, really great. You know, it's nice to be able to plan for a couple things and have some nice snacks and things along the way, and then let the rest flow. Because, you know, you don't need to plan everything. And sometimes you find some really good stuff along the way. But big thanks to S'mores R's Food Group and Guanaco Jockey back there for allowing me on board for 3-4 days. But they've been great hosts. I've just been, you know, doing my best not to get in the way and not fall overboard. Didn't fall overboard. But get out there. Cook something amazing somewhere awesome, whether that's on the water, on the trail, or wherever. But, Boca Boca.